I think people used to think that in order for you to have a successful startup, you needed to be in Boston or San Francisco. But I think with the efforts that we're all putting together here in the triangle between the wonderful research that's happening at our universities, which we always knew we had, but now these vibrant spaces like Alexandria and biolabs having all this wonderful space for the companies to grow out of the universities, as well as all these efforts of bringing investors in, people are really recognizing that this is the place to be. I'm Mireya Mckee. I am the Director of KickStart Venture Services at UNC-Chapel Hill. Our department works to support faculty and researchers from the university who wish to commercialize their research through startup formation. So one of the very first things I wanted to do that I knew was missing in our ecosystem was having space for this startup. When you're an emerging startup, you don't have any resources or funding to get your own lab space. So we wanted to build something that was accessible for our researchers, where they could do something like their first phase 1 SBIRs and STTRs to grow and really develop that research so they can then go outside of the university. So thinking about our startups and knowing that they needed this space and equipment and things like tissue culture rooms and gel scanners and plate readers, we needed to raise some funds to do this and give these startups that are emerging the resources they needed to grow and really reach these technologies. So we really worked really hard on applying for grants to build this needed space as we knew we had to fill this gap.
My name is Lisa Lee. I'm the CEO of 2 startups co-founded by UNC professors. One is Equinova Biotechnologies. The other one is LED Radiofluidics Corporation. I think as startup, we really get fully support from KVS, the incubator, because basically the startup, we don't have much resource. We only got seed fundings, but here we got the lab space and all the equipment and facilities we need for the research and the development.
So we recently had a Triangle Venture Day where we invited investors from around the US, and it was so rewarding to hear their feedback about the event. Some of them did not realize how much research was happening in the Triangle and were very impressed, as well as the infrastructure that is being built around it. We got really positive feedback saying they want to come back again. Those early stage investors that are again just traditionally based in Boston or San Francisco saying, count me in, I want to be here next year and I want to hear more about this.
So through this event, I got connection from the investor from San Francisco, and also I got connection with investors from Boston.
As a result of our Triangle Venture Day, we are seeing direct engagement with East Coast and West Coast investors with our faculty and startups now that didn't happen before. Since I became the director of KickStart, my vision has always been to support the early stage research to make impact from that research. We really want to translate innovations from the lab to the market.